Hello everyone, and welcome to Rise of the Titans, the Minecraft mod pack that I have put together. This is the new 3.1.5 update that just came out yesterday. So it changes a few things around. It adds in Construct's Armory, which is the Tinker's Construct equivalent of armor. It also updates a lot of the quests. It updates the quest book, Better Questing, to be the current version that's out there, which means also that there was a lot of things that they added, so I had to go in and do a bunch of quest updating to accommodate the new features. We do have some quests completed out of order because they were unlocked, but now they're not unlocked anymore because of the way that things ended up happening. But yeah, we are ready to begin the Betweenlands. Step to the portal. I'm going to go ahead and reread through these quests here. I think I did it on a previous stream and episode, but one of the updates was that the lore that I had here of the Betweenlands, and I don't even remember if I read these to begin with, but the lore of the Betweenlands that's written here has been edited so that it actually matches the website. I just read the lore wrong initially, so I've gotten that fixed. Aenol, the ancient that we are getting our information from, she says, let me tell you a tale. Once... Oh, hang on. Okay. Never mind. Ow, okay. That was... Sorry, Discord popped up saying I had a, actual notification. And it was literally just the stupid bot that I have in my channel saying I went live on Twitch. Let me tell you a tale. Once long ago, a rift between our world and a dark world called the Nether opened. Life flooded into this space between worlds, and the land became known as the Betweenlands. Within these lands, a powerful druid skilled in much... That's supposed to be magic. A powerful druid skilled in magic, much like yourself, soon came to power. His name was Ravil O El Conrab. And I might be pronouncing that wrong, but I'm not sure. That is the name that's in the Betweenlands, though, on their website, so I just hope I am saying that right. However, he and his people shared one minor fault. They had a tremendous lust for power. Ravil believed that if he could harness the dark powers of the Nether, he could twist them and use the result as a weapon of peace. Him and his followers, the Angry Pixels, worked both day and night to conjure up the elements needed to open a portal from their world into the fiery depths of the Nether. The sudden influx of great power destroyed the world and turned it into what it is today. Ravil has now become the Prime White, a dark phantom of his former self. He feels no pain, no grief, only the burning malice that is within his own black heart. To serve him, the people of the Betweenlands only exist to serve him. A convent of druids attempted to heal the wounds left behind, but they slowly became insane. They now hold the key to the Betweenlands, and it is that key you will need to find. To find it, you will need a nature's compass, as it can point you to any biome in the world. You will need to search for the swamplands with the compass. A band of druids tried to seal away the Betweenlands long ago. In doing so, they created a powerful talisman that could open and close the rift. Unfortunately, the druids went mad with the darkness of the Betweenlands. You must find the druids who live in the swamp, obtain the pieces of the talisman they carry, then put an end to them. And I just have a note here to tell you, what I mean by that is there's a spawner, so destroy it. So, just because it infinitely spawns, and people could be like, I don't know what that means. Good, you have all the pieces and have put an end to the druids for good. The altar in which the druids guarded has the power to fuse the pieces of the talisman together. Create the talisman, and I will explain the next step in your journey. We did that. Now take the talisman and the sapling. Place the sapling upon the ground and wave the talisman over it. Be warned, the sapling will grow rapidly into a large tree. I recommend doing this in an open space. The tree will hold 4 portals that can take you to the Betweenlands. Take no food with you, however, as food will rot away, and only tools and weapons created from materials from the Betweenlands will be any use there. Tread carefully. Alright, well, so what I was AFK because I was reading that. So this is our complete house. I finally got enough wheat to make the roof. Because I did an episode on me building this. But yeah, we got the wheat to build the roof. I went ahead and replaced all of the torches with Ferdinand's Flowers light blocks. So you can't even see torches. There were no hay bale light blocks, so I just put these iron lanterns, which look cooler than torches. And then we just have a whole bunch of crates here. I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these up. Now I want to run a test here, because over here I have a alchemic condenser, and what this is it's a way of making potions using rustic as opposed to Betweenlands, or as opposed to brewing stands. So what I want to see is, because they're not potions, they're elixirs, do they become bad, when you take them into the Betweenlands? If not, then hey, there's one method that people could utilize to make potions. But if, if they do, if they do bad, then obviously it's not an option, but, figure it's worth a try, So let me knock down a tree real fast so I can get some saplings here. Did I even get any saplings? Oh yeah, there we go. Come on, thank you. So I want to build this somewhere that's probably not anywhere around here, because this thing is huge. As Second Job Gaming found out, they built the thing. They're like, oh, this is a nice little clearing. It was just this little area that, it's just like, oh, this is a nice little clearing. And then they built it and they erased 5 of their trees because it was huge. So it is quite big. I think it's 19 by 19 or something like that. It is absolutely huge. So let's go over here. Let's go over this way. And we'll build it over here where we don't have anything. Well, I mean, except for our Skylands Magic Bean, which I think we did in the last episode. Pretty sure. Yeah, this is a good spot for it. This nice big open area here. If I was smart, I would bring a lot of dirt and fill in this section here. But it's fine. This will work fine. So, alright. So, as Aenal said, we just take the we take the swamp talisman and we wave it. Whee! So yeah, it's huge. Like I said, it's gigantic. It really is. It is becoming night. Luckily, I do have a sleeping bag. I don't think that this is going to work in the Betweenlands, if I remember. I know you don't want to take beds with you, so I don't think a sleeping bag will work. But once the sun goes down and I can sleep, I can just sleep here. But the main reason I brought this crate is because I wanted to put my stuff away. I am going to keep my... I do want to get rid of all of this. I am going to keep my common runes. I'm going to go ahead and keep my wand. definitely don't want the bread. I'm going to keep my quest book, and I am going to keep hold of torches. Now, normally in the Betweenlands, you cannot take torches. There is a special sulfur torch that you're supposed to use. But because I have the mod Hardcore Darkness, it makes finding sulfur, like, nearly impossible. So I gave you that much. There is something in the config where you can be like, hey, you know, let torches work in this dimension. And so I do have it set up so you can take torches. It's the only thing I have set up that you can take, aside from obviously your wand and your quest book. But it's the only thing that you can take that I know of that won't, like, take damage. Well, the Nature's Compass as well. But like food, potions, I'm only going to take one of these just in case. But yeah, pretty much all of this stuff won't work. Swamp Talisman is from Betweenlands, so it'll work, but you don't really need it. I could put that into the base at this point, because I literally don't need it. But, oh well. Into the Betweenlands. Tool progression is unique. You won't be able to even craft diamond stuff. Actually, that is true. You cannot craft diamond gear at all. So, yay! Step through the portal complete. So I'll take those common runes. You'll need tools from the materials of the Betweenlands to survive. Get some weedwood to make tools with. As well, be careful your body will decay if you stay here too long without protection. Sap from the Betweenlands can help guard against that decay. Obtain some sap as quickly as possible, or you won't survive. So our quest here is to get 4 weedwood and 4 balls of sap. Now sap comes from sap trees, which we should be able to find, and weedwood comes from, well, weedwood trees. Both of which I can tell you are immediately right here. So I'm going to make a... Go ahead and get rid of those, because those are from a different version of this world. My friends and I played on this server beforehand, and I thought I had deleted the journey map settings on the server, but it looks like I had not. So, yeah, no, the waypoints that we had are still here. So that's a sap tree over there, I believe, and that's a weedwood tree. You can see that the weedwood trees are the same size as the portal tree. So, the main trick here is not to fall in the mud, because that sucks a lot. The other trick here is that probably the best strategy is to start out by building into a weedwood tree, because of the fact that like, it gives you a really good initial base, you know. And you will notice that there are 2 different types of weedwood log. There's this, and then there's this. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the quest search for both, so I made the quest search for this one, as this is the one that you're most likely to get your hands on. So let me make a quick crafting table, and then I'll put that right here. Has made the achievement all over again, because we're starting all over again. I'm just gonna, I'm getting a little ahead of myself by building this, but I want the pickaxe. Actually, I should have made an axe, but I also want a door, because since this is our base, mobs are going to try to attack us here in the Betweenlands, and so we do need a base, like, as quick as possible. So, but this is what I meant to make. I wanted to build an axe so that I could knock down stuff. Sorry. Let me go ahead and do this. Now, I don't know if Tree Chopper would try to chop down this whole thing, so I'm going to hold shift, because the last thing I need to do is try to cut down this entire tree with Tree Chopper. When my friends and I were testing this mod, Tree Chopper had not been implemented initially. So I have not been to the Betweenlands since I added Tree Chopper. So Tree Chopper, though, has been in the mod pack since the initial, oh look, Elixir of Regeneration. Cool! So there's a strategy for you. Make elixirs from rustic, and you can bring those into the Betweenlands, just like regular potions. Alright, I need to go knock down one of these sap trees, which should just fall immediately when I knock it with this axe here. Because, again, Tree Chopper. So I was just worried about that tree, considering that I kind of need it for my base, you know? Boop. Oh, I let go too. No, this is Nimble Twig. That's not what I need. Sorry. I just like my throat feels dry. For some reason. I'm looking for a sap tree. Oh, there's one. Oh, don't want to fall in the water. This is a sap tree. Sap tree log. There it is. Okay, yep, this is definitely using Tree Chopper. Because it's going to take a little while. There is no day and night cycle in the Betweenlands. There is what I call a rift cycle, where it will get dark and light, but it's not on a daytime, nighttime basis. It's actually based completely off of whether or not the rift is open or closed. And I think it does that kind of at random. I don't know for sure. So I'm not the most informed when it comes to the Betweenlands, so I don't want to lead you guys astray by saying this is how it works, when I have no idea. God, that killed... Wow, that actually killed my axe. Negative 17 durability. So I shouldn't have even been able to knock that tree down. But whatever it is in the way that the sap tree works allowed me to knock it down, even though my axe wasn't actually good enough to knock the tree down. So that's nice, at least. Ugh. So let's see, what does the ancient have to say next? It's funny that I say that, because I should know what the ancient says next, because I wrote all of this dialogue. As you are unable to bring food with you, you'll need to make food here in the Betweenlands to survive. Swamp reeds can be turned into compost, which will let you grow food here in the Betweenlands. Also, you need swamp reeds for other stuff. Here in the Betweenlands, you'll have to make tools based on the rules of the Betweenlands. You won't be able to make tools for materials here with your tool station. Luckily, you should have a means of discerning crafting recipes. Use that to note how to make the tools you'll need. Let me detect. Not detecting my weedwood pickaxe or axe for some reason. That's interesting. And also, sword. Here in the Betweenlands, you'll have to make weapons based on the rules of the Betweenlands. You won't be able to make weapons from materials here with your tool station. Luckily, you should have means of discerning crafting recipes. You should have to note how to make the tools you'll need. Yeah, that was literally copy-paste, if you couldn't tell. So we need more wood. Give me like 6. Then we'll just turn all of that into planks. So let's make a shovel. No, what is it? Hang on. Yeah, weedwood shovel. Is that weedwood planks? Weedwood shovel. Oh, because it's right. I had regular sticks. I see. Hello. Weedwood shovel. There we go. So I can complete the quest? No. Because it doesn't see my pickaxe and axe for some reason. Okay, well, we'll just remake those. No biggie. So I guess I have 2 of those. And then another axe. Bada bing! Okay, I'll just leave one of those in there for somebody else. And we'll go just break a random piece of wood to get rid of this. Well, this is a mod, so it's not any kind of special, like, texture pack, if that's what you mean. This is this is a whole mod. Oop, there goes. And I just replaced it with that. I know that the hollow logs are important, but I don't remember how, if I can be honest. Oy. It's ever loaded. Because I'm trying to... Okay, so you can see, you know, it's dark, but it's not night. So... And actually, I'm surprised because the rift is open, so I would think that it would be light out, but it's not. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Yeah, this is... I mean, this is a mod pack that I built, but yeah, this is... Yeah, I do have like an actual Minecraft account, if that's what you mean. So I got the tools. I need to get the sword. I also need to find the reeds. I probably should have brought... Ooh, don't want to touch that. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, there we go. Swamp breed. Really? Why are the exotic birds in here? That's weird. So you'll see that I have a bar above my hunger bar. That is my decay bar, and to fill that up I have to eat these balls of sap. So yes, actually I have heard about and keep quite regular eye on the development of Hightail. So yes, I cannot wait for it. It looks awesome. I don't like the Betweenlands. If it's not the freaking bushes giving me trouble, it's the stupid mud making it impossible to walk. Where? Oh, is this not my... This is not the one I put my house in, is it? Where did I put my base? There should be torches. Oh, over there. Right! It's directly in front of the portal. That's right. Or directly south of the portal, actually? It is. It's directly south. Oh, that gave me swamp reed as well. Interesting. Weedwood bushes. Hey, these give sticks. Cool. That's one way of getting sticks, I suppose. Okay, let's... I assume it's like sugarcane. Yeah. Let's go ahead and plant some of these. So I don't know anything about the whole composting system that is in this mod. I know that if you want to make food without just killing enemies, you do have to use it. So it might be something I have to do a little bit of work off camera to figure out. But I was struggling to understand it to begin with, so I didn't make it part of the quest line. Because there are foods that you can bring into the Betweenlands if you, you know, experiment enough to try and figure it out, you know. So, See, now I'm not getting any swamp breeds. Maybe I actually broke a swamp breed and I just didn't realize it. Oh boy, the Betweenlands is rough on my computer's like memory here. My god. And this is with the... Whoa. Oh, okay. I thought that was a monster. And this is with like the phosphor lighting engine installed. So it's still kind of hard on my computer here. So but let's go ahead and make that sword so that we can get that quest out of the way. So swamp raids and the sword. A normal furnace will not work here in the Betweenlands. You will need to make a furnace that can harness the power of sulfur found here in the Betweenlands to cook and smelt things here. And then from there, a double sulfur furnace. So, there's that. I put my sword in the first bar there. And let me just go ahead and put these in here for now. Don't need that much sap. I will keep my shovel though. I accidentally put that away. So let's dig. Because I mean it's just like making a furnace, you know? But you'll be able to see very quickly why. I mean, if you haven't already seen already with how ridiculously dark it is, you'll see why I allowed the player to go ahead and use the torches in this dimension. I brought an axe, not a pickaxe. I want my pickaxe, not my axe, thank you. Ooh. I hope the recording looks okay, because this is rough. Oh, hi, sulfur. Okay, well, so we got super lucky with sulfur directly available right here. In all of my tests, I never got sulfur that was right here on the surface. So there's that. But yeah, we won't need regular torches in that case. That said, I would prefer if people, once they got the ability to use sulfur, turned around and used the proper torches. But I don't have any way of being like, you know, oh, here's sulfur, now disable torches, you know. So that is, oops, that is stone. Right, I put my wood away. Whoops, what the? So I am going to not use my regular torches now that we have sulfur. I'm also going to go ahead and make a stone pickaxe. Never mind, I'm not going to make a stone pickaxe, because apparently those don't exist. Well then, in that case, I will use more of these. What the heck? That was weird. What I picked up, it's sulfur. Go ahead and put all my regular torches away now that I don't need them. And let's go ahead and finish digging out this. This is the Rise of the Titans mod pack. It's a mod pack that I made. But if you mean the mod here, this is the Betweenlands. Yeah, the Rise of the Titans mod pack is available on the Twitch launcher and CurseForge if you use like multi-MC, for example. So it is out there and downloadable. So you can play along too if you would like to go download the mod pack. I mean, not play along as in like get on this server, but I mean like you can play the same mod pack in your own single or multiplayer world if you have a server. That said, if anybody would like to sponsor the series by gifting us a server, obviously that would mean that, you know, you'd have to pay for the server. But we would greatly appreciate it. We're currently running the server on my computer, and if you can't tell, it is causing a lot of sluggishness. So there's that. How much? What do you mean? Like, how much does a server cost? That I have no idea. Like, if you're asking to, like, sponsor a server or something, that I have no idea. You'd have to look that up. You're on your own. I don't have the money for it, so I haven't looked into it. I know there's got to be a big server, though, because there's 3 people that play, and it's got to have at least 8 gigs of RAM. So probably 30, 40 bucks, I'd say. That's what I would think, anyway. Per month. That would be per month. In case you were wondering. In case you're thinking it's like, oh, that's just 30, 40 bucks one payment. No, that's per month. So it can be expensive. You know, me having no money, it's extremely expensive. So that said, I do have commissions open. I'm not an artist, but I write. You know, I am an authoress, or whatever you want to say. I think that's the female version of author, technically. But at the same time, I think a lot of people just also say author, even for women, so. But yeah, you know, I am an author. I write stuff. So I do have writing commissions open if anybody's looking for that type of stuff. That could be another way that you could help with sponsoring, is by helping to fund by buying stuff. Like that. I was digging down and to like to find a cave when I remember that's not the quest I'm on. I completely forgot that I was not on that quest yet. I need to build, a sulfur furnace. Cool. And then I think I actually need to build a double sulfur furnace. Yeah. A dual furnace will allow you to smelt up to 2 sets of items at a time in the space of just one furnace. Deep underground, you can find sulfur and bone ores. Mining the sulfur can power your furnace, and the bone ore can be used to get slimy bones with which you can make even better weapons with. And tools. Tools too. If I put this here, and I go like this, I know that MC Pro Hosting is currently doing a deal with Zine and Captain Sparkles, where you can get the first month at not free, but like at a lower price. Okay, yeah, I can't eat those. It's like 20% off or something on your first, but you have to go through the links on Zine and Sparkle's site. So, hello. FD907. Welcome to the stream. It looks like they're Twitch Prime, I think, because they have a little crown next to their name. I assume that's Twitch Prime. Not actually sure. But now I need to find bone ore. This is where it starts to get dark. I might need to make a new pickaxe because I have not found the caves yet. Looks like the caves are nearby though. Let me see. Plus, minus. That's either water. That might just be water. Yeah, I think that's just water. Oh, I'm at 102. Oh my god. I just realized how high up I am. Okay. Yes and no. I mean, I stream on and off. I don't stream regularly, so... Me and my friends usually play Minecraft, and sometimes I'll do No Man's Sky. I've been doing that the last couple of days. But I'm we've been playing this mod pack now for like 2 weeks. And whoops, I have slime boots. Haven't gotten any further than the first quest line. Because they're busy a lot. And I've run out of things to do in the way of grinding. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do a freestanding episode. Because if I can get into the Betweenlands, there's at least stuff that I can start grinding on. So I don't like doing solo episodes because this is supposed to be a dual thing, you know, between them and me. Sermerite ore. Cannot grab that yet. More sermerite ore. Caverns. We're down at the cavern level, so hopefully we'll start finding caves. My god. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know what that was. I've got, like, hiccups so badly. It's really annoying. Okay, seriously, I am down at cavern level, according to this, and there's still no caves. Where are the caves here? Betweenlands, where are the caves? But yeah, the main reason I haven't done a lot of streaming is because I was working a day shift job for a long time. And now I have so badly injured myself doing I don't know what that injured me that I don't have a job right now. So I'm free to be up whenever I want, which means that I can go back to being up really, really late, which is the only time I can actually stream and record videos and stuff. Because otherwise you would get kids screaming and people talking and stuff like that in the background. Really annoying. At least from like a viewer standpoint, you know. I mean, it can be a little annoying to somebody who's autistic like me, but... Haha! A cave! Finally! Alright, so we need to find some bone ore. And lots more sulfur. That said, there's something I don't get, okay? I guess there's this new trend going around where to insult somebody, you call them autistic. I don't understand that. Like, okay, so maybe a person is autistic, so what? What does that matter, you know? Like, it's this new insult that's going around, and a lot of people are getting upset and things like that, and I'm going, I get it. If you're not autistic, then you probably don't want to be called autistic, but I don't understand why that's an insult. It's like, to me, it's to call somebody who isn't autistic, to me sounds kind of like calling somebody who doesn't have chronic constipation, like I do, chronically constipated. I'm like, why is that? How is that even an insult? Oh, you're autistic. Okay, maybe they are, but what does that matter? I don't understand why that's even an insult to begin with, So, but I've heard like a lot of people talking about like, oh, this person got really upset because of that, and I'm going, I get that you don't want to be called that. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm saying, you should feel bad for that. No. Yeah, you should feel bad for, calling somebody autistic. That's not. I just don't understand why people use it as an insult. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's annoying, sure. It can be problematic at times, but I don't see how being autistic is an insult. Like, it, even regardless of whether it is an insult or not, like, it's not a very good one. Again, it's like looking at somebody who doesn't have, chronic constipation or chronic pain or something like that, that somebody who doesn't have a chronic condition and saying, you have a chronic condition. It's like, what? Okay. I don't know. I don't get it. But like, I am autistic, so it doesn't really make sense to me to use that as an argument, because woo, I am autistic. Woo, again, it's not a bad thing, Like, why should people even care whether I'm autistic or not? I don't. Yay, slimy bone ore. I have no idea, honestly. They spawn randomly. There are very few enemies here in the Betweenlands, and they all have very specific, like, spawning rules. So maybe the land just hasn't met any of those rules. So, I know that, like, when I was looking out at the lake there, and I said I don't want to go there, it was because I could literally see the anglerfish, which are the, like, ocean monsters in this mod. And, like, I could actually see them out there. I'm like, I don't want to go that way. Because I don't want to die, thanks. I have no armor. So, I really don't want to die. So I know that there are anglerfish out there in the in the water, but beyond that, I haven't seen any monsters either. So I'm sure they're around. The regular Minecraft vanilla monsters don't spawn in this dimension, so that could be one thing. You might just be looking for zombies and stuff. Welp. So there's a monster that just died. One of the blights just kicked the bucket. So that's funny, actually. Alright, so there's thermite ore here. Let me go back up and pick up pick up a bone pickaxe so that I can make Sermerite. Or I can mine the Sermerite. Nope. Well, so much for that pickaxe. Good thing I had the second one. There is a good amount of sulfur here. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird because I don't understand the like autism insult. I mean, I guess that's another way that I view it is, you know, calling somebody autistic as an insult is kind of just like calling somebody weird, you know? I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that, you know, people are autistic like me, you know, and it definitely is a pain to be autistic. You know, there's a lot of, you know, problems that come with being autistic socially, you know, but it's a social disorder. So, like, literally that's what it is. It's a social disorder. It means you have trouble talking to people and problems with sound, and it's not something that it can be used as an insult. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe there's people out there that like, you called me autistic, that's the worst possible thing in the world. And I feel like in that case it's because they don't understand autism. Because it's not the worst possible thing in the world. In fact, it's not even that bad. I mean, it can be. You know, like, strong autism can be bad. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm lucky that I just have Asperger's, you know. But, like, I don't know. I don't get the idea of calling somebody autistic as an insult. It just, you know, it's one of those things that makes no sense. But at the same time, I'm autistic, so maybe that's another reason I don't understand. It's because, like, oh, well, you're autistic, so, you know, you don't know what it's like to not be autistic. And in which case, I mean, that's true, but you also don't know what it's like to be autistic if you're not. It's really not a bad thing. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are, even though like vaccinations don't have anything to do with autism, they think they do, and so they're like, they've become these anti-vaxxers. And because they're refusing to vaccinate their kids, there's been outbreaks of diseases that have been gone for like 50 years. And I'm going, how stupid do you have to be? Like, that's, I'm sorry, no, that is literally stupidity, because first off, who flippin' cares whether the vaccines cause autism? A person can live being autistic. People can't live if they're dead because they died from polio because you refused to freaking vaccinate your kids. That's another thing I've heard is, I'd rather my kid be dead than have autism. You'd rather they be dead than be able to live a full life? I don't understand it. Like, I would love for somebody to explain the reasoning to me. I absolutely would. If anybody understands it, please explain it to me, because it makes no sense to me. Literally 0 sense. Light angler was slain by nothing again. Oh yeah, that's because I just made the pickaxe. So we did that one. Even the bones here in the Betweenlands are subjected to decay. As such, the bones are covered in a deep slime. You'll have to make weapons out of these. Even the bone... Oh, it's the same thing. You'll have to make tools out of these. Okay, literally the same thing. Oh yeah, this is where the quests do this divergence. Thermite is something you can use to make armor, but it cannot be worked into tools. For that, you'll need octine. Octine is a material that can be used to make tools and weapons. However, it cannot be used to make armor. You'll need thermite for that. Alright, well I haven't needed this weedwood sword, so I'll put that in there, because I do have some more bone. So I'll make a bone sword. I kind of want to hold off 30... Yeah, 30. I was going to say 31, but no, my birthday isn't for another couple months. So, 31. I am an old person. And I need sulfur. Let's grab up that. That. Wow, I made an entire stack of torches with that. I didn't even think about that. Why is my... There it goes. Whee! Actually, I can... Because I don't have any armor right now, I can turn on my skirt, and then you really have the schoolgirl outfit going. Heck yeah. I look okay. I have ears randomly. That's right. I've never been able to figure out why I get these ears. Like, I go into ears and they're set to none. But yet, for some odd reason, it keeps putting... Now I have 2 sets of ears. What the heck? Okay, so that's not even the right set of ears? What in the world? I don't know what the ears are. Options, scale... Now, I don't know where these ears come from. I don't have anything equipped that's giving them to me. That's so weird. Where do the ears come from? They don't show up on anything. Maybe there's a mod... No, because it's not April anymore. So it's not Easter related. So maybe there's a... Whoa. Okay, so that was the rift changing. Yep. That was the rift changing over there. So like I said, the Betweenlands, it doesn't function on a day and night cycle. It functions on what I call a rift cycle. Whoa, lag. It's what I call a rift cycle. And it's literally the rift opens and closes, and it becomes day, it becomes night, it becomes light and it becomes dark and stuff like that. Just based entirely off of the rift and not whether it's day or night or anything else. So I think that's a really cool feature. What do I mean with what? I'm confused what you're asking about. I say a lot of things and then I don't remember exactly what I said and when I said it. So if you're asking what I'm saying, you might have to repeat what I said that you're wondering about. Because there's also a 30-second delay between me and you, so by the time you hear it and respond to it, I'm a whole minute past that. and have moved on to some other thing. Oh, hi. Well, you're asking where the monsters are. Here's a swamp hag. Also, can we just take a moment and talk about how amazing the animations and stuff in this are? Like, holy crap. Like, that was amazing how that looked. Like, you look at Minecraft models and they're all just like square, polygonal, you know, barely moving, and that's just like every aspect of that model was animated, you know. And I've seen some mods and I may completely dislike this dimension as a whole, but I like this mod because it adds so many cool things. I just don't like the dimension, you know. Oh, that's sulfur. There we go. Oh yeah, this bone pick is way better than that wooden one was. I hear a Kyroma. So I have been to this place before. I obviously did have to, like, go around the dimensions and stuff and learn them so that I could write the quests. Because again, I did make this mod pack. So, it's all, you know, it was all written by me. So I had to learn everything. So I know a lot of the names for a lot of the monsters and stuff in many of these mods because of that. I don't know everything because there's a lot, but I do remember a lot of the Betweenlands just because it was kind of impactful on me. Like, I threw it into the mod pack. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what Betweenlands is like. And just like, okay, this is like an entirely new game. It's also one reason I threw it at the very beginning, because you have to completely start over. So I didn't want you to get like through a whole bunch of stuff and then do the Betweenlands, you know? I was like, if I throw it right at the beginning, you don't lose out on a lot from having done a lot beforehand. You know, the druids are manageable if you have bronze armor. Or you utilize a little strategy. Watch Second Job Gaming. They had a bit of strategy for how to handle the druids, which was they dug underneath and just let them come to them, because if they're under, they can't be thrown into the air. And it also helps deal with the Naga and the Sirens that you encounter in the swamps. So, it's actually really intelligent, and I went, that was a really good idea, and I wish that that episode had aired before I had recorded my section, because I totally would have utilized that exact strategy on them. Like, absolutely, you know? So, it was great. And now Second Job Gaming, specifically Sebastian, because I know that he watches my videos. Because he's been commenting on my videos in the Discord channel. By the way, there is a Discord channel for my mod packs. If you want to join, well, server, whatever you want to call it. If you want to join the Discord server. The link is in the video description for those on YouTube. For those on Twitch, go check YouTube. Actually, if you check the Curse Forge page, because actually I don't think I've put the Discord server link into the YouTube ones yet. I think the last YouTube video I posted was before I made the server, so I've got a lot of sulfur, so I'm going to stop mining it for a bit. I need to actually mine further down so that I can find octane. So I actually need to go back to where I came down here at. And start mining down again. Just for, like, I could work my way down through this cave, but then I'd have to find this place again to get back down later. And I don't really want to do that, because it was, you know, difficult to get here to begin with. And I had to figure out, like, I'd have to figure out how to get back already, you know. So once I get back, I will probably turn around and then just start mining down again from where I started. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. I thought I saw something, but I didn't. Let's see. Where did I come in from? Not this way, obviously, because there's no torches this way. I'll light this up to help deal with mob spawns. I should be using F7 mode so I can see the red to indicate where mob spawns are and where they are not. I also can't run because I am far too hungry. And again, there is no food in the Betweenlands unless you make it yourself from Betweenlands stuff. And I don't even know how to do that to begin with, so there's that. I might have to leave the Betweenlands, eat something, and then come back. So, okay, I have clearly not been this way. I think I'll stop lighting it up. Trying to figure out where I came from. Like, was it... Did I drop down from, like, up here? Did I come from up here? Kind of looks like it. Looks like I may have dropped down without realizing. Well, I'm out of torches. Yes, I did. Okay. And then over this way. Here we go. This is the way. Oh my god, I've got so much lag. I'm lagging even more because of the overlays. The red and yellow X's there. Well, the red X's that you were seeing. The yellow X's up here because of the sky here. So... Alright, well, let's start out by making a bone axe. That's Sermerite. Let's see. Let's make some planks. Let's make sticks. Let's make an axe. And a shovel. Sorry, that's my cat. Again, that was my cat scratching. She's hiding behind my desk, so she's like smacking the desk with her feet there. Let me throw this Sermerite in here. I love this dual furnace though, because like if I had like octane, I could throw both the Sermerite and the octane in there. So, let's see. If I could try filling up that more to get a little bit more inferium, so that's kind of nice. We've got more between stone, which I don't really need for now. What is my quest? Oh yeah, I need the octane for the quest. That's right. I also need Sermerite armor, but then we'll have to make a purifier once we get octane. We can't do anything with the purifier right now, so there's no point. One thing I can do, however, is I can take the Sermerite, and I have some... Whoa! That was interesting. Oh, swamp reed. I have it planted out here. Are you done growing? I guess so. Ah. Okay, yeah, it's just like sugarcane. It grows like 2 lines. Let me... It's like, I just break the top one there. There. It grows like upwards, so you just break the top. So let's take this octine and the swamp reed like this. And make a bucket. That's apparently not how you do that. No, that's how you make a bucket. Swamp reed. Oh, no, wait. That's reed rope. My bad. It's a good thing I had 3 then. Reed rope. I knew it had to do with the swamp reed. So there's that. Sermerite bucket. Good. I mean, I'm going to need more buckets. So. And then just throw that in there. That is good. Let's go ahead and grab up the Sermerite. And let's start making some armor. Sermerite chestplate. And Sermerite booties, because that's what I have. And we have enough Sermerite to make... No, we don't, actually. We don't have enough to make anything else. I thought I had enough to make the legs, and I don't. I only have 6. I need 7. So let's... well, before we do anything else, let's head back into the overworld. And we will go eat something so that we have hunger. You know, we can fix our hunger. That said, we are coming up to the hour mark. It's actually a little past the hour mark. So I might call the episode here, not necessarily the stream, just the episode. Well, that's a problem. I didn't think about lighting up where I have the thing here. But like, I might end the episode, but keep the stream going. That way I can do the more grindy stuff, like searching for Sermerite and stuff like that. Luckily, the nice thing about this stuff is that it can be used outside of the Betweenlands as well. That zombie has a lot of health, but I think that's because we're at like 20 something in difficulty. So things are getting... The difficulty meter is definitely going up. I've been doing a lot of off-camera grinding, so it has been going up like crazy. Speaking of off-camera grinding, just because it's been a while since I showed this on the recording, I've shown it on stream before as I've done more work. So this is our farm, currently. Lots of just about every resource. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and grab all of our mystical agriculture crops. So one thing that I did do with the 1.3.5 update that I was not initially aware that you could even do is I changed the seed tiers, or essence tiers, or whatever you want to call them, of some of the resources. Copper and tin are now both tier 1 instead of tier 2, along with coal and dye. All this other stuff was already tier 1, and so you're able to make like copper and tin seeds real early game now. It's actually fairly encouraged that people do mystical agriculture stuff pretty early on. So It does require a bronze or better pickaxe, but once you have a bronze pickaxe, you can mine Inferium, Essence, and Prosperity Shards. So, you can't make the Infusion Crystals, so you can only get to Tier 1, but you can get to Tier 1, so... oh, that's right, all my stuff was in the portal, wasn't it? I completely forgot. Forgot that I actually like put my stuff into the portal in a crate there, so I can actually go in there, grab my stuff out, replace my current gear and things with that, and then put all that into the Betweenlands stuff for when I go back to the Betweenlands. Get frickin' wrecked. I think I might get wrecked here. I have no regen because I have no saturation. Nope, I might be able to get her. I have one hit left, so yeah, get wrecked. Run away. Oh wait. Wand. Heal spell. Completely forgot I had that. I really do want to get the replenish hunger spell though. That would be nice. Let's put our Sermrite in here, pull out our bronze armor, which is going to look funny because I have my skirt on still. Put my tools in here, and I'll pull out my sword and pick from here, and my bow, and my arrow. And I'll keep everything else that's in here for now. I don't really need any of this stuff at the moment, so I'll take my elixir since I can use that. Oh, I have bread, actually. So maybe I don't need to go anywhere to eat. Maybe this whole, like, equipping armor and stuff was pointless. Yay! Okay. Never mind. Let's not do that then, because as it turns out, I had food in this chest already. So let me grab out my sword, my shovel, axe, and pickaxe. I actually do need to go back though and drop off all these essences before I go anywhere. Slimy bones, I definitely want to take those with me. Go ahead and sort. Okay, that looks right. So let's go back. Actually, I'm going to go back to the house, and then I'll end the episode. If people are still around in the stream, I might keep streaming. I also might just do another episode in general, depending. So, we'll see what happens. So, Twitch is saying I have 2 viewers. People are quiet right now, but that does match up with what I expect. Also, this is literally the same armor I have right now. Well, that I was wearing before. That's just somebody else's armor. I went and made sure I built armor sets for pretty much everybody. So, and throw that in there. And I think that's it. I think with that, I can go ahead and head out. I do have this apiary. I don't remember what this does. I can make beeswax, which makes golden candles and iron candles. I can also crush it for honey, which can be used to make mead. So that's interesting. I can use it in the advanced alchemy for the elixir of alchemy. I can also use it in the regular for more of these elixirs of regeneration. Actually, before I end the episode, let me show you this alchemical anemic. Just because we know that we can take it into the Betweenlands. So let me, I want to make a few regeneration potions. I have 16 of those, and I have God knows how many of those. I have 16 bottles in here, so I'll make 16 potions. At least as long as I have enough water, which I should. I've got 8,000 water, so... yeah, there you go. 1 elixir of regeneration, just like that. So you can see this cool little animation that the anemic retorts do, and I mean, it's early game brewing, and apparently you can take those into the Betweenlands. So I mean, all of the only thing that you need the bronze pick for is getting a bucket. Let me show you. Alchemic, excuse me. So you need bricks, which are clay, white terracotta, which is again clay, and a bucket. So you do need 3 buckets and an iron ingot, but I mean, it's still early game alchemy, basically. If I had known that, I probably would have I probably would have gone in and changed the recipes to make this a little bit easier to craft. But I mean, it's fine. So, alright, well, we got a few elixirs of regeneration. We have our Betweenlands gear still on. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Again, not the stream. Just the episode here. So I do hope that you've enjoyed so far. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. Again, I'm talking to YouTube for those on Twitch here who are confused. And with that, we will have more Betweenlands content coming up in the next episode. So I will see you guys next time. Yep. See you later.